Today I want to start with a story from Greg Braden's book, The Divine Matrix. The story of a rainmaker manifesting rain through feelings. In this story, Braden shares an experience with Native American rainmaker named David, who demonstrated the power of feeling reality into existence. Braden accompanied David to a sacred site in the desert of New Mexico during a severe drought. David wanted to pray for rain. To Braden's surprise, David did not perform any elaborate rain dance or rituals. Instead, he stood quietly, closed his eyes, and imagined the rain as if it was already falling. He felt the wet mud between his toes, smelled the rain-soaked earth, and visualized the fields thriving with water. Most importantly, David experienced the emotion of gratitude, as though the rain had already arrived. Later that day, dark clouds unexpectedly gathered, and it rained heavily, breaking the drought. Braden concluded that although David didn't ask for rain, he simply felt as if it was already happening, which is the key to manifesting with the quantum field. Join me as I dive into the world of quantum science and challenge myself to see if I can turn my wildest dreams into reality. Welcome to the channel Elevate with Shachi Seth. Hi, I am Shachi Seth, writer, entrepreneur, life coach, and your dear friend. We are talking about quantum science. Quantum science has long been fascinating to me, not just because of its mind-bending concepts, but also because of its potential to transform our understanding of reality. And what's more intriguing than the idea that this science can influence our personal dreams and aspirations? Today I want to explore whether quantum science can really make our wildest dreams a reality. I know what you're thinking. Is this some new agey fluff, or is there actual substance to the idea that science can influence our dreams? Can we really blame the universe for not manifesting our desires simply because we do not believe hard enough? It's easy to be skeptical, and I'll be the first one to admit that I was once a doubter myself. But what if I told you there's more to this idea than just wishy-washy optimism? The notion that our thoughts and beliefs have an impact on our reality is a curious one. On one hand, it sounds like a bunch of woo-woo nonsense, but on the other hand, there's a growing body of scientific evidence that suggests that our consciousness plays a much larger role in shaping a reality than we ever thought was possible. So is it really that far-fetched to suggest that our dreams and desires can be influenced by our thoughts and beliefs? But before we dive deeper into this idea, I want to acknowledge that there are many of you out there who are probably thinking, wait a minute, isn't this just an excuse for people to blame themselves for not achieving their goals? And to that I say, fair point. The line between personal responsibility and mystical universe manifestation can be a blurry one. But what if I told you that there are actually scientific principles at play that can help us understand how our thoughts and beliefs can shape our reality? Let's dive into some of the key principles of quantum science that can help us understand how our dreams and desires can be influenced. You might have heard of the observer effect, which suggests that the act of observing something can actually change its behavior. Or what about quantum entanglement, where two particles can be connected in such a way that the state of one particle affects the state of other, no matter how far they are? These principles might seem like scientific fantasy, but they are backed by some pretty convincing scientific evidence. So how do these principles relate to the manifestations of our dreams and desires? Well, if we apply the observer effect to our thoughts and beliefs, it's possible to suggest that our consciousness has the power to shape our reality. And if we consider the idea of quantum entanglement, is it really far-fetched to suggest that our thoughts and desires can be connected to the universe in a way that allows us to manifest them? I know it sounds a bit too much out there, but stick with me because I have some detailed study for you. The universe acts as a conscious matrix. We live in a universe connected by a quantum science, an energetic field that links everything, Our thoughts, emotions, beliefs directly influence this matrix, shaping the reality we experience. The idea about matrix is the quantum field acts like a cosmic mirror, reflecting our inner world back to us. Miracles and manifestations occur when we align our thoughts and feelings with this matrix. Scientific experiments are beginning to reveal that consciousness affects the matter. Let's delve deeper into the topic. 1. Discovering the quantum field. Divine matrix or the quantum field in physics is a web of energy that connects everything in the universe. The holographic nature of reality is each part of the universe contains the whole, meaning every small changes in an energy can influence the entire system. The matrix responds to emotions and beliefs, not just thoughts. There are people who have manifested healing, love, and success by interacting with the field. You just have to believe it. 2. The science of the matrix. Certain scientific experiments support the idea of an interconnected energy field. For example, the double slit experiment. It's a quantum physics experiment that shows light and matter, like electrons, behave like both particles and waves. When not observed, when you do not see them, particles go through both slits and as a wave and create an interfering pattern. But when observed, the wave collapses into the particle and the interference pattern disappears. This demonstrates that particles behave differently when they are observed, suggesting that consciousness influences reality. The DNA experiment. This shows that human DNA impacts photons, light particles, meaning human emotions can influence the physical world. Then there is the Maharishi effect. This is my favorite. Studies shows that large group of people practicing meditation can reduce crime rates, indicating that collective consciousness impacts reality. 3. The power of emotion in the quantum science. The quantum field responds most strongly to emotions, not just our thoughts. Our feelings are very important, as we must act, behave, and feel as if our desire is already fulfilled so that we can manifest it easily. Key concepts here would be emotion plus thought equals to reality. While thoughts create the blueprint, emotions give it the power. Gratitude and love are the highest frequency emotions, making them very powerful for manifestation. People can also manifest positive outcomes by maintaining strong emotional alignment. 4. The language of the quantum science. We need to learn and practice to communicate with the quantum field using the language of emotion, visualization, and belief. The quantum field doesn't recognize words. It responds to the emotions behind them. When manifesting, you must feel the outcome as it already exists. While visualization practices imagine the desired reality in detail using all your senses. Coherence between the heart and the mind is essential. Both must be in sync to effectively communicate with the field. 5. The quantum field in action. There are real life stories of people who successfully manifested their desires through the quantum field. One of the powerful real life stories is about a woman who was diagnosed with terminal illness. She visualized herself as healthy and fully embraced the emotion of being healed. Against all odds, her health improved significantly. 6. The universe as a mirror of belief. Universe like a mirror always reflects your inner beliefs. This works on a concept that the external world is a mirror of what your inner world is. If you hold beliefs of lack or limitation, you will experience scarcity. If you cultivate beliefs of abundance and love, you will attract positive experiences. We need to continuously identify and shift our limiting beliefs to create more empowering outcomes. 7. The time-space illusion. Quantum field blurs the boundaries of time and space, allowing for instant manifestations and remote healing. Quantum science believes time is not linear in the quantum field, so past, present, and future exist simultaneously. This makes it possible to change your past by shifting your emotional response to it, which alters its influence on your present reality. Quantum entanglement demonstrates how two particles separated by vast distances remain connected, suggesting that all of reality is linked. 8. Creating miracles with the quantum science. Time and again, people have been successful in creating miracles by aligning with the quantum field. They use techniques like visualization with feeling, seeing and feeling the outcome they desired with full emotional intensity. Gratitude practice, expressing gratitude as if their desire was already fulfilled. This accelerates the manifestation process. Faith and trust, letting go of attachment to how or when your desire will manifest. This strengthens the connection with the quantum field. 9. The quantum science and relationship. Quantum field influences relationships. Strange, but yes, it does. The energy you emit attracts similar vibrations into your life. So if you want to attract love, you must first become the energy of love. The quantum field reflects your inner state, so healing yourself will transform your relationships. We can exercise practically by using empathy, forgiveness, and compassion to strengthen the connections. 10. The quantum science and global change. This is very important. Quantum science suggests that collective consciousness can influence global events. Mass meditation experiments have shown that collectively positive energy reduces crime, violence, and conflict. The quantum field responds to shared emotional energy, meaning humanity has the power to shape global reality. We too can contribute to positive global change through personal alignment with love, peace, and compassion. So quantum science in a nutshell is, universe is an interconnected field of energy that responds to thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. By consciously aligning your feelings with your desired reality, you can co-create miracles and shape your life experience. I want to share a compelling case study that illustrates how individuals have used these quantum principles to achieve their wildest dreams. You might have heard of the work of Dr. Emoto, who demonstrated how the power of consciousness can affect the structure of water molecules. Or what about the story of Jim Carrey, who wrote himself a check for $10 million and dated it for Thanksgiving, despite being flat broke at the time. And he got that check. These stories might sound like anomalies, but they are powerful examples of how thoughts and belief can shape our reality. Let me leave you with this. The power of quantum science in realizing our dreams is not just about manifesting wealth or success, but about believing in ourselves and our abilities. It is about understanding that our consciousness has the power to shape our reality, and that our thoughts and beliefs can be the catalyst for change. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the world of quantum science and dreams. I was a little skeptical of the topic when I started writing this video, but as I went ahead with my research work, it all started making sense. After all, it's all about conscious and healthy lifestyle. If you're feeling inspired, I'd love to hear about your thoughts on the connection between quantum science and manifesting your wildest dreams in the comment box below. And if you're curious to learn more about related topics, be sure to check out another video. So subscribe to my channel. And if you enjoyed watching this video, hit the thumbs up icon and remember the bell icon for notification. Goodbye. God bless.